Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of the Strength series. These episodes are all about gaining muscle and cutting fat, specifically for guys. In this episode, I'm going to show you a basic 7-day meal plan. This isn't something you need to go away and follow to the letter. Just look at the common practices and how the days are laid out, and you should be able to take something from it. Now, someone can probably pick holes in it. In fact, I can pick holes in it. The point is not that it's the greatest 7-day meal plan ever created. It's about getting consistently close to your macros every day and choosing a few staple foods. I've put in more variety than I actually eat because I want to show you the potential meal options. So enough faffing around, let's get to it. So Monday is a gym day, and for me that is going to be working legs. Breakfast will be my whey protein flapjacks. Americans, that is oatmeal bars to you. So I've got a recipe that I've got in another video. There's no baking required, it's just 5 or 6 ingredients in a bowl and mix. That's going to provide me with 6 portions, which I would eat Monday to Friday and maybe have one as a snack. Pre-workout, I'm going to have a 50-50 blend of dextrose and maltodextrin, as well as essential amino acids. During or after my workout, I have a few pieces of fruit, so in this example, I've used 2 kiwi fruit. Lunch is going to be chicken and brown rice drizzled in olive oil. Now, the great thing about this meal is because chicken is nearly all protein and rice is nearly all carbs and olive oil is pure fat, if you have a certain macronutrient ratio you're trying to hit, you can taper each individual ingredient to have more or less in order to fit your needs. On to dinner, some quinoa and oily fish in the form of mackerel. Now, it's the last meal of the day. You'll notice I haven't eaten any veg yet. That's not because I don't eat it, it's because I don't count it. As a good rule of thumb, you should aim for 1 to 2 portions of veg with every hot meal. Some foods are more suited to certain veg, so chicken with mushrooms or salmon and spinach. Just have a variety of foods. I've listed 10 or 12 up on the screen now. Just have them available in your fridge and just pick a few and throw them into any meal where it makes sense to. So Tuesday is upper body weights for me. I'm going to put in a smoothie here for breakfast. I have vegan protein powder, 1 scoop, along with peanut butter, oats and ground flaxseed. I'll also throw in cinnamon here. So another point, along with veg not being included, I've also not written down any of the herbs and spices I use. I've got a list here of the best ones for you. They have a range of health benefits, and it really is important to include these and vegetables in any meal plans you choose. So pre-workout again, dextrose, maltodextrin and essential amino acids. During or after, maybe have a banana. So lunch is going to be salmon and buckwheat. Dinner is going to be sweet potato and lamb. Like I said with the vegetables, throw them in, so maybe salmon with spinach and then lamb, sweet potato and onions. Straight on to Wednesday, which is a rest day. My targets change, so I'm going to need fewer carbs and more fat. Eggs are a fantastic source here because they are a combination of protein and fat in the same meal, and the same goes for nuts. So my usual breakfast is going to be a 4-egg omelette, maybe with some tomatoes and mushrooms. Because that's not as many calories, I'll have a second breakfast later in the morning. That's going to be Greek yogurt, strawberries and coconut flakes. Again, I'll maybe put some cinnamon on that. I sometimes do interval running on a Wednesday, in which case I'll have a small amount of the dextrose and amino acids. That's going to give me a little boost because I'm working for performance, not for fat loss. Lunch is going to be vegan protein with oats and peanut butter, and then dinner is going to be salmon and pasta drizzled in oil. On to Thursday, which is leg day again. I'm going to have oats and eggs. This is genuine. You put 100 grams of oatmeal and crack in 2 eggs and stir it while it cooks on the hob. This freaks a lot of people out, myself included when I first heard about it. But if you stir it in thoroughly, it just makes the oats thicker and it doesn't have any kind of eggy taste to it. Pre-workout's going to be the usual. Maybe I'll have a few oranges this time. Lunch is going to be chicken breast, brown rice and oil. And dinner is going to be sweet potatoes and lamb again. So Friday is going to be an upper body day. I'll eat oats and eggs for breakfast again. Around the workout, the same stuff, just vary the fruit. Lunch, chicken, rice and oil. And then dinner, I'm going to have vegan protein, oats and peanut butter. You'll notice I'm eating oats twice in a day here. This isn't the great variety you see in a men's fitness magazine. I have better things to do than make sure I eat exactly one portion of every possible carb source once a week. Saturday and Sunday I work long hours, so there's no time for the gym. Saturday morning is a bit of a Charles Poliquin special, macadamia nuts and beef. Lunch I'll need to prep in the morning. I'm going to have sweet potato, turkey and oil. Dinner is going to be at the office as well, so I'll maybe take my protein flapjacks along. Sunday I would start with a 4-egg omelette. It's healthier not to fry them, so I would genuinely eat 4 boiled eggs, either just plain or with a bit of hot sauce. And then second breakfast would be the Greek yogurt with maybe blueberries. Now lunch, I sometimes have to rely on a small supermarket round the corner from my office. So while everyone else is buying the £3 meal deal of sandwich, crisps and juice, I would buy a ripe avocado and a tin of mackerel and then prep that in the work kitchen and have that for lunch. So dinner could be couscous with chicken breast and chickpeas and maybe a handful of sunflower seeds. Now I've said olive oil every time. You can substitute that in for a handful of maybe pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds, or a handful of mixed nuts chopped finely to get your added fats. If I've had a particularly busy day at work or have forgotten to prep something, then I'll be down on my calories. To finish the day, I could then add in something like cottage cheese with peanut butter. At this point, I don't care how it tastes. I just want the macros to match and then I can be happy. So there we go, a full week of eating. Now imagine I didn't count my calories, how would I do? Not badly actually, because I have a lot of set meals and I can remember what the rough macros are. The foods like buckwheat, couscous, pasta and rice, they're all roughly 70 grams of carbs per 100, so they're quite interchangeable. The same goes for the lean meats like turkey and chicken, or the fattier meats like beef and lamb. You'll notice nearly everything I ate consisted of single ingredients. There were no pizzas, no microwave meals. I prepped nearly everything myself, and the meat was fresh from my fridge, not processed meat from some store-bought sandwich. Although I didn't list them, I'll eat several portions of vegetables every day, and I'll also use the herbs and spices I listed earlier quite liberally. The only things I drink are water, tea and coffee. That means no sodas, no fruit juices and no alcohol. I don't mind being strict with alcohol. If you need alcohol to enjoy time with friends, just understand that it's not great in huge quantities, but if you're going to track your macros, try and work around it. Another thing to be wary of is eating at restaurants or ordering takeaways, as these are quite high calorie meals. If we order takeaway at the office, I can find the nutritional information online and pick something off the menu that fits my macros. Because most of the foods will take me over my limit for the day, if I know in advance, then I'm going to eat less at breakfast and less at lunch, so I have more calories to play with. We've only got one episode left of the Strength series, which was really a nutrition series, but I've named it now, so there we go. In the final episode, we will cover IIFYM, that is, if it fits your macros. This is a popular diet where you only focus on hitting your protein, carb and fat goals for the day, and you don't care about the source of food. So thank you for watching.